And welcome back to Let's Play Deus Ex 3. So now we have infiltrated the hive using our cheap ways of not wanting to pay for a official pass to get in. So without our club membership, we are now in a club. And it's quite a happening place, I can see. They really emphasize the whole beehive theme in here, I guess, hence the name. Anyway, so here's the bartender dude, so we're going to ask him if he
Check the VIP lounge upstairs.
knows where this guy Tong is. So apparently he's up in the bar upstairs in the lounge area, so let's go up there. Quite a few people here, none of them have anything really interesting to say, but there are a few Hugh Darrow ebooks in this place I'm going to want to get soon enough. And there are a few alcoholic drinks you can loot around here, but nothing too important because they only restore 5 health, so I wouldn't go out of your way to get them anyway. So, somewhere around here. Okay, there we go. Pick up the damn thing, there we go. Can go ahead and use that. Oi! Can't see anything. Looking for the Hugh Darrow ebook. I need to check my notes again. Anyway, let's talk to this guy, see if he knows where Tong is.
You work here?
Yeah, you could say that.
Good. I need to see your boss.
Really? Well, I'm sorry, Guilo. Mr. Tong.
This character will start the
Look,
next persuasion minigame, so yay about
do us
that.
both a favor and tell me where he is.
Or what?
So I'm going to stay pretty silent throughout most of this part because obviously you want to see the dialogue choices I'm going to be making. And I really don't have much to comment on this like I did the others, so...
What is it you think Mr. Tong do for you anyway?
Basically the only thing we're trying to do here is get him to rat out Van Bruggen, so that's why we're trying to find Tong. Because we think that he has connections to
Steal your girl?
basically the Chinese mafia who are able to protect him, and so on and so on and so
People
on.
who hired him. But you knew that already, because a man like Mr. Tong doesn't hire idiots. And this is the first place people like Van Bruggen come when they need help. So stop wasting my time and take me to Tong.
You've got it backward, boy. You're wasting my time. Van Bruggen is minor league player. Tong knows who he is. He just don't care. He's got bigger things to worry about.
You expect me to fall for that? Small-timers don't attract this much attention. They don't have bell tower soldiers staking out their apartments. Van Bruggen's pissed off somebody big. And there's no way Tong's going to ignore that kind of development in his town.
Yeah, he could be a huge liability.
Smarter than you look. Yeah. Tong is keeping a close eye on things. Like you said, he's no fool. Van Bruggen is more than just a hacker, you know. He trained in counterintelligence. He's got forged identities, secure bank accounts, and safe houses all over the world. He's already off this island, and I guarantee you'll never find him.
Ah, come on, I know that's a lie.
Being an outsider here gives me the advantage. I got backup and support that nobody else knows about, plus some resources of my own. Your boss can gain from all this, but only if you let me see him.
We don't need anything from you, Xiao Bie-san. I can't believe you fell for that. Van Bruggen's no spook. He had to run to us for help. We took pity on him and found him someplace safe to hide. Look, I shouldn't be telling you this, but if it gets rid of you, it's worth it. Tong only need Van Bruggen for a month to do a very specific job. After that, he get killed. But if you leave now and come back in 30 days, I make sure you see the Dutchman before he dies.
You'll say anything to get rid of me, won't you? There's no way Tong can hold on to Van Bruggen for long. Not with the kind of resources his enemies are throwing into the search. He'll be dead within a week, and Tong with him. Unless somebody, namely me, takes the heat off. And soon.
I wonder if you would say that if you knew the kind of heat the Dragon Queen gives off.
Now, like I said before with the previous ones, the responses that Jensen gives to either character will always be the same every run through the game. So that's how I know I'm giving the right ones, is because it's just the ones I recall from memory for the proper choices that cause victory in these things. But the responses that the character gives back to him are somewhat new to me, because I don't think they're random. I think there's just different templates for what he'll say in response, and it can be any one of the same thing that will cause the same amount of progression in his persuasion, if that makes any sense. So it's very complicated, but it's not all that difficult to understand as long as you know you're going to make the right choice. So now we've dealt with all that, and we know where to find Van Bruggen. We don't know where to find him yet. We're going to find out pretty soon here. And we know where to find Tong now, at least. Wait a minute. This is the guy we just talked to. Yeah, I want to come down to this office and get the first of 2 Hugh Darrow ebooks in here, which is this one right here. The other one is much trickier to get.
You see this? Had to screw it up in the 4th. I'm just flushing my money down the pot.
You're Tong.
Hey, you only work
This guy is Tong.
Guess you're not as sharp as you
Great.
think. How about you tell me who you work for? Then
All
I
that
decide
wasted
what
time.
I tell you about Van Bruggen.
No, it's pretty obvious that he was Tong all along. Otherwise, there'd be no reason to have that persuasion minigame with him if he was an irrelevant character. He's also very distinguished in his look, and he was just referring to himself in the third person all the time when he referred to Tong.
Check the news.
So,
Biotech corporations seem to be failing a lot these days, especially the ones who are making enhancements. Van Bruggen's in the Alice Garden pods. Capsule 3.
there we go. There's his
It's a rat
location.
hole, but it's useful sometimes. Make sure you leave him in the same shape you find him.
And if I don't?
Your call. But those implants of yours might look even more special on somebody else.
That last line indicates that he might have some connection to the Harvesters, but more on that later. Yeah, there's lots of other areas down here you can mess around in. I think there's also a sewer entrance into this place, much like the police station in Detroit. But we really don't need to go that way if we can just get in through the back door.
No, don't put yourself at risk. I'm heading there now.
Hey, leaving already, tough guy? Because you might want to go over to the bar and order yourself a drink before you do. Maybe Bobby will have something for you.
Bobby?
The bartender. The real bartender, that is.
Thanks. I just might check that out.
You do that.
Okay, yeah. That is the start of another side quest. I'll get to that in a moment, but I definitely want to accept that within this video. But right now, I want to hack my way into the, I guess this is the security office here. There is another way in here, but I really don't feel like going that way. I'm just going to hack my way into the main terminal here. And this is incredibly risky, because all the harvesters and all the bouncers in this place will jump me as soon as I've done this, because, well, they just will. So it's very risky, but I want to do that so I can get into the security office right in here and get the next Hugh Darrow ebook. And this is where the security hub is. Like I said, there is another way in here. But that involves taking the long way, and I just really don't want to do that right now. So, there we go. We've gotten all the Hugh Darrow ebooks in here. Now, eventually they'll cool down and pretend that I never did anything, so... Because these guys are technically not enemies, they're just... They're triggered into alert status whenever they see me hacking something, which is quite annoying.
Access granted.
Yep, just acting like nothing ever happened. Obviously, I wouldn't really recommend going in that way because the chances that they could utterly kill you on the spot. And even if you can take them down, the other characters that are alerted
Looks
will
like
not
Tom's
want to
running
talk
a
to you,
nice
so...
operation here.
Let's talk to the bartender again. Apparently he's got that side quest for us.
A suspicious man might also wonder what kind of job gets handed off to strangers. But alright, I'll bite. What are you offering?
I got a problem I need solving. Trouble is, none of my usual guys are available. And this problem? It involves a woman. Someone who owes Tong.
He just knows that Jensen is a ladies' man.
Is proving to be difficult. It's a dirty job, but it pays well. You interested?
Tell me more. I'm listening.
That's what I like to hear. This woman, Jaya, she's a broker. Highly competitive field in Hengsha. But without the right skills, her business wasn't doing so well. So, we helped her out. Gave her a nice social enhancement upgrade chip so she could understand her clients' needs. Now, it's time to pay us what's due, but she says she won't.
So basically you want me to be your collector?
Yes, but it's not as simple as that. The girl's gone into hiding and thinks we won't find her. But she also took her phone and computer along to keep her business alive.
Not very smart. Assuming you've got the equipment to track those.
We don't exactly. But we know someone who does. And that's where you come in. Bow Tower set up a surveillance network around town. A series of relay antennas. I need you to hack them. 3 relays should be enough for us to access the database and triangulate Jaya's position.
Then I go get your money.
Exactly. The first relay is on the rooftop of a 4-story building in the Yuzhou district.
No, I definitely wanted to accept the side quest before going to that area because obviously I wanted to be able to hack those relays and everything while I'm over there looking for Hudera rebooks and stuff. So that's why I want to do that now, again, so I can do this in the bizarre, non-linear manner that I do the side quests in this game. So basically what we got to do, keep in mind the reward that he's offering you for this side quest is a Praxis kit. So you have to determine whether or not you really want that Praxis kit because there's gonna be a catch to actually acquiring it, and I'll explain what I'm talking about soon enough. Anyway, let's go back into the alley here. I already cut to the Yuzhou district, so I'm already over there in the area we're supposed to be in. If you have the high jump, we can get over this fence gate over here and get another weapon upgrade, which is a, see if I can find it. Another ammo capacity upgrade. These things are probably the most plentiful upgrades in the game, and I guess I want to have at least one on each of these weapons. But they're not that great, honestly. I still have 2 practice points to spend, so let's go ahead and upgrade our armor. That's definitely going to be nice. I highly recommend maxing out your armor if you're doing a full combat run. And there's a particular upgrade for maxing out your armor that you're definitely going to want to get. And I'll explain more about what that does. You probably already know what it is, but like I said, I'll explain more about that when it's more relevant. So this is back over where the whatchamacallit place was. I need to reload the sniper rifle because I added the increased the capacity, so obviously it needs one more round in the clip. Anyway, this is over where the whatever that apartment complex was that the Hengsha Court Gardens. It's over by where that was, where we went to go find Van Bruggen's apartment. But there are some lesser quality downtown apartments over here that are probably not as premium, and apparently not being locked down by bell towers, so they're not nearly as much of a threat. Even though we easily dispatched those guys, as you saw in the video where it actually happened. Anyway, I'm going down the wrong ladder here. Okay, so here we are. This is the first security terminal thingy, or signal relay, whatever it's called. It's a random technological device that has a nondescript name that doesn't mean anything, that is just another piece of technical jargon that I try to justify its meaning, that we inevitably have to hack.
Access granted.
Now, the interesting thing about this side quest is you have to have upgraded hacking. I'm pretty sure some of these require you to have a level of hacking that is above level 1. So if you want to complete the side quest, you have to upgrade your hacking like I have. But the thing is that for the main quest, they don't require you to upgrade your hacking because maybe you didn't want to. So you would have to avoid, grinding for praxis to be able to progress through the game's main quest. But since it's a side quest, it makes sense. So Go ahead and hack the other one. We're hacking into this apartment right now because I want to get that Hugh Dairy book while I'm over here. This area is also relevant to another side quest, and more on that when it's relevant. I haven't actually gotten to accept that side quest yet, so I probably should have went and done that before coming over here so I could do that one as well. But then again, I'm just doing this off the top of my head. There's really no written down pattern for this. Okay, this is not a Hugh Dairy book right here, but there's still some decent amount of stuff in this apartment, so we'll go and hack the other ones and we'll find it eventually, but I know it's around here somewhere. Now, I want to say there's not nearly as many of these rooms as there were in the Detroit downtown apartments, and they're not nearly as interesting for that matter, but they're still there. I mean, it's still worth searching each and every one of them and looting each and every one of them. Especially if you can hack them like I can. Even though this one is a level 1 hack, so this particular one you wouldn't have to worry about it. So this has been a rather boring video so far. I know we're actually getting a lot done, surprisingly. It's just not very entertaining stuff. But this is the apartment that actually has the Hugh Dairy book in it, so after searching around, we'll go ahead and pick that up, and that'll be all.